and girls, it's Miss German. I'm doing a little video for you guys because we are going to practice cursive writing today. I know some of you already know how to do it, but we're going to practice writing the uppercase and the lowercase cursive writing. Now there are many different ways to write cursive letters. Some of them are fancy, some of them have loops. I'm going to try to make it as basic as I can, but I'm going to be teaching you the American cursive writing way. And even that has different variations also. I learned it in Jamaica, but I also learned it here, so I'm going to teach you the way I learned it. All right, one very important thing about cursive letters, you want to try not to let your pencil come off the paper. You want to try to keep your pencil on the paper until you are done writing the letter or the word. Now, it doesn't always work. Some letters you have to remove your pencil from the paper. And then another thing, we want to make sure we tilt our paper a little to the left so that our letters are slanted to the right. So when we write, our letters are slanted to the right. All right, so we're going to start with the uppercase letters. Let's start with the uppercase A. And notice my paper is slanted. So we're going to start with the A. I'm going to come around to the left, go down, touch that third line at the bottom, go back up to the top, go down on that very same line, and then kick it up. That is the uppercase A. Now the B. We're going to make a little loop on the top of the B, so we're going to loop it. Okay, come around to the right, go down to that third line, go back up, come around, touch the top line, come around to the middle line, and then we're going to loop it and touch in the middle. Go back around again, and when we touch this line, we're just going to kick it out. That is a beautiful B. All right, now let's try the C. We're going to loop it at the top, come around to the left, come down, and then we're going to kick it out. That's a lowercase c. All right? Remember, we want to slant them a little bit to the right. All right, so now here's the D. We are going to loop the D at the top, come down, loop it again right here at the bottom, curve around to the right, come down, touch the line, go back up, and loop it out. That's a lot of loops. Okay? That's the D. All right, now let's try the E. We're going to loop the E also at the top. We're going to curve around to the left. In the middle, we're going to loop again. Keep coming around to the left, and then we're going to kick it up. That is the uppercase E. Okay, now the F. There are different ways to do the F. Here's one of the standard F. We curve around to the right, go down a little, and then come up here to the top. I have to take my pencil off the paper to do the second part. So the second part is start in the middle. Remember, I'm still slanting a little bit to the right. You go down, curve around to the left. Okay, this F, they cross it, and that's actually an F. I do mine a little bit different, and you'll see it this way as well in many places. I also cross it here in the middle. All right? You'll see why I do that when I get to the T. That looks very similar to the F. All right, so that's the F. Now we're going to do the G. Okay, so the G, we start here at the bottom. We go up, slanted a little to the right. We're going to go up, and then we're going to make a little loop. It's a tiny loop on top, but we're not going to go back down. We're going to go over to the right. Kick it up, stop right here, and then we're going to go back down on a slight slant, come down to the bottom, get to the left, and then kick it up. Ooh, that's a beautiful G. All right, now we're going to do the H. Let's do the H down here. So the H we're going to loop also, come around to the right, and then we're going to go down to this line. I have to move my pencil off the paper to do the second part of the H. Okay, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go straight down in the line, of course, at a slant. Okay, don't move my pencil off the paper yet. I'm going to go back up on the same line. And then when I get to the middle, I'm going to loop it around to the left and then kick it out to the right. That is very nice H. All right, now the I does not look like a traditional I. The I starts on the right, and then I'm going to go bring it up to the left and then go around to the right. So here it goes. So we're going to start on the right side, move it up to the left, curve around. We're going to come back around to the left, go down, curve over to the left, and kick it out. That's an I. I know it doesn't look like an I, but that's an uppercase I. All right, now we're going to do the uppercase J. The uppercase J, we start That's not the uppercase J. Sorry, we're gonna fix that. All right, the uppercase J actually starts here at the bottom, down at the bottom. Okay, and then we're gonna curve around to the top. All right, curve around. We're gonna touch this one right here in the middle, but we're gonna keep going to the bottom line. It goes below the line. Curve it around to the right and then kick it up. Remember, it starts at the bottom, not the top. Okay, now we're gonna do the K. Okay, we loop it at the top, come around to the right. We're gonna stop here on the third line. I have to move my pencil off the paper for this one. It's almost like the H actually. We're gonna start again here. And instead of going straight down, we're gonna actually try to meet in the middle. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna try to meet it. But instead of just meeting it in just a regular normal way, we wanna meet it loop by looping it. And then we're gonna kick it out to the right. See the difference between the H? They look very similar, except the K comes in to meet it in the middle. Okay? Now we're gonna do the L. So the L, we loop it at the top, go down to the bottom, loop it again at the bottom, down a little, kick it out. That is the uppercase L. All right, M. So we can loop the M also, go down, go back up on the same line, touch the top, loop it around, go back up again on the same line, loop it around again to the right, and then kick it out. Okay, that's an uppercase M. Now the N. We loop it around, come down, come back up, touch that line at the top, come around and kick it out. All right, not so hard so far, right? See, check it out. All right, now we're gonna do the O. So the O, it's not the traditional O where it's like a circle. We're gonna kind of do it like an oval. So we're gonna start at the top, we're gonna come around. Okay, we're gonna touch right here, and then we're gonna loop it. That is the uppercase O. Okay, now the P. There's so many different ways to do the P. I'm gonna do a simple P with no loop. So here's the P. We come up to the top. We go down, touch this third line, go back up on the same line, go around. P. You don't even have to put a loop there in the middle. It might be a little tricky with the loop, but that's uppercase P. Now we're gonna do the Q. The Q is a very tricky letter because it does not look like the traditional Q. It actually looks like the number 2, okay? Almost like this, but it curves a little bit more, so it doesn't look like the L. So the the Q starts off with a loop, okay? And then we come around, okay? Like I said, it looks like a number 2. And then we slant a little to the right, and we loop it again right here, go down a little, and then kick it out. It looks like a number 2, I know, but it is not. It is the uppercase Q. All right, now we're gonna do the R. The R, we start off like the H. We loop it, come down, okay, but we're gonna go all the way back up to the top, loop it around almost like the P, loop it in the middle, and then kick it out. It almost looks like the K also, but except that this one has a loop on the top, or curve on the top. So that's the R. Okay, now the S looks a lot different from the regular S. So we start the S here. Okay, we go a little to the right. Okay, we have a little loop at the top, and then we're gonna go back over to the right, touch the line at the bottom, over, and then kick it in. Whoa, that's a beautiful S. All right, now we're gonna do the T. Remember I was telling you before that we had a letter that kind of looked like the F? It's the T. So we start it just like the F. We loop it, we come down, we come around, just like the F. Okay, but this one we go down, and then we put it here. We don't cross it. That's the T. That's the uppercase T. All right, now we're gonna do the U. So the U, we put a loop on it also. We come down, we come around, we come up, but we go back down on that same line, and then we kick it out. Okay? Now the V starts off just like the U, but you have to be careful. The only difference between the U and the V is we don't go back down. We just leave it at the top for the V. So here it is. We loop it around, we come down just like the U, We're gonna go up just like the U, except right here, we don't come back down, we leave it there. U, V. Okay? Now the W. We leave the W, we come around, we go all the way back up to the top, come down on that same line, back up to the top again, and we slant over. Okay, that's W. Now the X. Can loop the X also. Around, we have to pick up our pencil off the paper to do the second part of the X. And there's the X. That one is not so hard. All right, now the Y. We loop the Y. We started like the U also. Okay, we go around just like the U. We come up just like the U. We come back down just like the U. But we keep going past the line. And we curve it right there. And that is the Y. And then the last uppercase letter is the Z. So we are going to do a little loop for the Z. All right. We are going to go to the third line. Okay. And then loop it again around to the right. And we're going to go below the line. And then we're going to loop it here. I know that doesn't look like a Z, but that's a Z. It looks like the number 3, but that's a Z. And these are our uppercase letters. All right. And maybe you can try. All right, in the next video, we're going to work on the lowercase letters.